Kia ora homies, welcome back to another reading. This reading is in honor of the final new moon of 2025, the new moon in Sagittarius. So we're going to be pulling some cards for the Healing Collective, and if this reading is aligning to where you're at right now, if you're willing to receive some healing information, I invite you in and welcome you to this space. And I also would love to invite your beautiful discernment into this space as well, so that as you receive what lands in here, you're allowing what doesn't to fall away, and not needing to take it on board, not needing to understand it, not needing to make it fit. Okay, just take what lands here, and leave the rest behind for someone else. So we're going to start with a karakia today, and then we'll get to the cards. So, e te wairoa, e te aroha. We call in light, we call in peace. May our hearts soften, our bodies remember, our spirits rise in truth and love. Ho mai te maere, bring us calm. Ho mai te oranga, bring us healing. For ourselves, for each other, for all who walk with us in spirit. Ngā mihi, ngā mana, ngā aroha. We honour the energy, the journey, the connection. Haumie hui taekie. Alrighty. So yeah, big opportunity right now for us as a collective to step into the new beginning that is being offered with this new moon. And new beginnings can feel like you're literally in a new space, experiencing it for the first time, so you're very aware of the environment and everything that's going on. Or it could be after this year of the hermit, year of, in the Chinese astrology, the wood snake, all of that shedding that has gone on, shedding layers that no longer serve, being confronted with things that needed to end, and being left with that raw skin, that new skin, and then having a new experience with the same environment that you've been in, but you're in a different environment internally after this year. So you could be showing up differently than you have been in the external environment. So I feel like this message is kind of just helping you come into allowing uncomfortability with your new comfortable. Okay, so we're just going to go from there. What are we wanting to discuss here with this new moon energy, spirit? For the healing homies, doing the mahi. We have flexibility, willow spirit, number 48. I can't remember if I've mentioned this, but Sagittarius energy is, they're a mutable sign, which means the energy does move and change and flow. So yes, welcoming in your ability to be flexible at this time. And it's giving like flowing where you're feeling the nourishment. It's kind of like your energy, if we were to look at you as a water source, would seek out lands that were, you know, dying, maybe almost barren, and you would be trying to revive those lands with your beautiful water. Right now, to orientate yourself on this new journey, your beautiful water is needing to go where it is being nourished. Where it's in community, where it's in the flow with others that are flowing alongside it. Okay, so yeah, there's a flexibility and choosing where your energy is going, where you're sending your medicine. And it's very important that we're receiving and we're filling our cups at this time with this card coming through. And it's just kind of given me the message of, is it worth it? Is it worth the stress? Is it worth the effort? Is it worth your exhaustion? Or maybe we can be delegating more, or yeah, I feel like being more flexible to what your needs are at this time as you see this year out. I think there's kind of like, ideally there's a mental goal that maybe we might need to be a bit more flexible about here. So we've got Phoenix with transmutation coming through. So this is a potential challenge for the collective at the moment. And transmutation, this is where you transmute in that wisdom, that heart wisdom, being part of your compass to where you're sending your waters. Because obviously Phoenix energy is also renewal, and you're rising again, and it's kind of like, cool, that's me every bloody morning trying to wake up, is rising from the ashes, right? But it's not so much focusing on the brutality of like rising it from the ashes. It's like the coming out into the world once you've risen, and feeling that internal communication you've been working on, looking after yourself in a deeper, more emotionally connected and aware way, having this be less interruptive, having your Wairua hold you more, you're flying into a new world in a sense, which we've touched on, I think. But yeah, like I said, the challenge is not focusing on the coming out of the ashes and how brutal that is. It's, don't get stuck here, because you're coming here, you're coming into this energy. Like, this is the new beginning, is once you're spreading your wings and you're flying. Then we have Bluebell Fairy with gratitude, number 6, and this is, please feed yourself up with gratitude at this time for how much you have done. And like your role, I think people are wanting to take more pride in their role, as opposed to, like, it's just like they're throwing out like labels that no longer suit them, like the good boy, good girl, good, you know, the one that performed is now like putting their performance down and coming back to the main character and living that life, and in that life accepting a new role that is more authentic to who they are, and actually speaks to, you know, those discarded names and why they were so important at one stage in your life. So coming back to gratitude. Gratitude to the journeys you've been on this year. Gratitude to when you were the one journeying, like the homie doing the healing, and then when you have also shown up as the healing homie, the homie who's been on that side of that that healing and come out and felt, you know, felt the lightness. But yeah, let's clarify with some chakra cards, please. Truth, with throat chakra flipping over. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. that's coming under flexibility. Yeah, what is, with this flexibility, what is your truth? Part of your medicine will be speaking it into existence, allowing your truth to take up more room as well. That's like the Sagittarius energy coming in to support what your energy is expanding. It's not expanding in show and performance or promises. It's expanding in, this is me, this is who I am, and I love myself this much. I am taking up this space because there is enough space for it, for your heart to be heard. Under transmutation, we have strength. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being, with the root chakra. So in a sense, I'm talking to people who have definitely risen from the ashes a fair few times in life. And how, like, this is a healing cycle of yours, is to have the strength to do it again and again. On gratitude, we have meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. I feel like saying Spirit, in a sense, has sent you on an adventure or a journey, whatever you want to call it, like, in order to show you your strength, to realize that you are more than your human self. It's the spirit strength. The spirit strength, the love that wants to continue coming through you, and the fact that there is still gratitude here. Like, you've got the gratitude card. There's an acceptance here of, like, surrendering and allowing the most fertile information to gravitate towards you, knowing, sitting in this energy of, you have done a lot of mahi. This new beginning, it's like wanting things to come easier, to find you in a peaceful manner, where it's just like, yeah, the universe is reaching out to me, or your higher self, whatever resonates. But you are more than your human. You are here to express a soul, and that feels really important to you at this time. Okay, so let's get to the tarot. What else do we need to know here, please? Okay, on flexibility and truth, we have the Traveler, adventure and potential. This is the Fool card. Oh, yeah. So you are definitely coming into a newness, and this is very exciting energy for anything new that is beginning. If you're starting a new adventure, a new job, a new project, or releasing, a new offering, a new package, this is very good energy. Like, you're jumping into your truth. You're jumping into a new reality where your truth just flows, and that truth gets met with love and received. Like, your potential is being received here. We've got potential written on this card. Received by yourself as well, mostly. So beautiful. You are stepping into a time of just co-creating within yourself, and that is super exciting. On transmutation and strength, we have the 10 of crystals with stability and attainment. So yeah, this crocodile is literally, oh my god, I love this. So we've got Phoenix with transmutation and strength, and then we have the 10 of crystals with crocky here, or alligator, whatever you want to call it. Stability and attainment. So this is the energy of, you know, when you sit with yourself and you think about things, or you reflect on your day, you know, if you have a self-reflective practice, or, you know, you could even look at it as like you review your own performance. Did I do well? Did I not do well? Not in a being wearing, not dropping the mask, but as in, is there room to grow? Is there room to grow from this experience I've had today? And what did I really enjoy doing, and what did I really do well? So I feel like you're getting to a point where you're in your own cheerleader energy for yourself, and you're being less like analytical about who you are and how you present, because you don't need to do that anymore. Like, that's an old skin, is being stuck in the analysis of the environment. So this alligator is speaking to your own energy. It's like so let's go back to the water analogy. Like, your water is your energy, that is your love, and it's nourishing and it's needing to be nourished. When we get a blockage in the water, let's say it's like a log, or I just have a dead carcass, okay, like a dead carcass energy in your water, then we send alligator out to go integrate that shit, get that out the way, let my water flow, please. You used to potentially have an alligator in your water who would always be on the hunt, who would be eating anything and everything, thinking it was like something that needed to be healed or processed, or kind of like nitpicked at. And this alligator did not know how to chill. It just kept you convinced that you had to keep going around in this cycle where you actually weren't getting anywhere. But then it's like leaning into your power of transmutation and getting rid of what you needed to get rid of, and reconnecting to the strength of you and your sovereignty, your presence, your rootedness to where you are and where you're going. The alligator is now on the shore. He chilling. He's still watching. So don't worry. Like, you've still got eyes on your beautiful water, and making sure that it's being respected and it's flowing where it needs to flow. But right now he's parked up. Okay. So he knows when he needs to be doing that mahi. But right now, he's just got his beady little eyes looking out. So you don't need to worry about that right now. So basically what I'm trying to say is, you've stabilized yourself in a sense. And this is confirmation. Okay, stop umming and ahhing about whether you're going to go back on the same cycle. You can't. You've come too far, right? Your awareness is so expanded. You're learning how to transmutate shit. And there's a relief there, because this is something we know how to do. Is just remembering how to do it. Okay, that's what I was going to say about that. And then on gratitude and meditation, we have number 3, the Empress with beauty and abundance. So this is that energy I was literally just like describing earlier, when I said that you're coming into this zone of just allowing the most fertile for your growth and for your healing, allowing it to come to you. Like, yeah, you're still gonna go out and get it, but there's this stability now that you can kind of sit at a table with like the universe and its offerings and go, Yes, please. Oh, no, thank you. That no longer aligns. Yes, please. More of that. And I feel like a lot of this is like people, like abundance of beautiful people. That are just going to show up. Yeah, I think there's like, I want to say reprogramming of like the narrative of being stuck in the I hate people. I feel like that was a protective skin for some of you, where maybe you do a lot of mahi with and for people. Maybe you do that within your family as part of that role we kind of touched on earlier, where you just self-sacrifice. And then by the time that you get time to yourself, it's spent like resisting engaging with others because you're exhausted. You've just been taken for granted. So the invitation, if you are resonating to that message and you're here, is to no longer take yourself for granted in admitting how shit that feels, but also dropping this fear of not belonging. You are one of the abundant, beautiful people. Okay, so when I say beautiful people are coming to you, they're reflecting you. So don't get intimidated by that. You belong here. And we're grateful that you are here, okay? So in order to see yourself more clearly, take some time to sit, to be within your own energy. As much as you can, because it's very fertile and potent right now with this Empress card coming through. Okay. I feel like that is feeling pretty good on my end. We will, okay, we'll clarify one more time. I always do that. That feels good. One more time, we'll clarify and then we'll get some ending oracles, okay? So I do really feel like there has been some medicine moved by Spirit through this reading. So I hope that you're able to receive that. Or in a sense, it's like, yeah, okay, you're receiving your own medicine. So yeah, on the Traveler, we've got the Nine of Swords coming through. This is like acknowledging, you know, the anxiety, the endings, the intrusive thoughts that have kept you up at night. Like there's this lack of safety, this feeling safe within yourself because of the mental load of managing the masks, managing the people, managing everyone else but yourself. But that's why we're stepping into truth being the medicine, where you speak to when you're having a day like this and how you treat yourself and how you expect other people to treat you as well. Okay, a lot of it is self-advocating and then going and receiving your own medicine here. Okay, so you're safe with you is the message. That's the truth. You've got to be safe with you. And then on the 10 of Crystals, we have the King of Wands. So there's a sense of feeling reassured within your own masculine energy and how it supports your dreams coming to fruition. There's a level of healthy pride that you can move into this new beginning with that is generationally being healed through you. Okay, so Spirit's wanting to acknowledge your mahi here with this card. So beautiful work, well done. And then on the Empress, we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, that fire energy, that passion, that creativity, and the energy of other energies coming in to join you with your celebrations, with how you move through life, with maybe similar beats to your drum. Okay, so beautiful energy here. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're going to move. Sorry, I really was going to move on, but someone wants me to clarify one more time with these face people. Okay, so Nine of Swords to the Queen of Cups. This is your emotional clarity. This is you no longer drowning in the symptoms that you've experienced emotionally or mentally as well. So you're coming up and you're breathing, okay? So taking time to ground, taking time to cleanse, having self-care is non-negotiable, okay? And self-care, we need you to be flexible with, because the truth is, this new beginning, there could be days where it feels darker than it feels lighter, but we're moving that darkness into the light, because this darkness speaks to a truth that wasn't safe to come through, wasn't safe to be heard, wasn't safe to be held, therefore it could not be healed in a sense. You walking into this new beginning with your truth in your heart allows movement, allows ending to the darkness being trapped, and it's being released. So yes, be kind to yourself, be flexible with your emotional needs. Don't expect the best from yourself every day, because you are doing your best, okay? All right, that message needed to come through. Then we had Ten of Crystals, stability and attainment, King of Wands with the Ace of Swords. So there's a new thought process here around how you interact with masculine energy, especially masculine energy that takes up space and is wanting to create. Actually, I want to use the word wanting to build. This masculine energy is wanting to be of assistance. And there is a opening here where I feel like you're sharing a bit of your mental load and how much of your strength that you've been feeling like you have to be in. So I think there's some clarity between this energy that is needing to be firstly thought of. So reflect on this message if it resonates to you. And is there something that needs to be spoken between how you're wanting this masculine energy, whether it be your own or someone else's, to show up in support of your mental healing, but also bringing the dreams, the things you want, bringing them into fruition? Because we can't get everything we want all at once, unfortunately. So it's time to start building and start working together with energies that are safe to work with, okay? Then we have the Page of Pentacles on the Knight of Wands. So lots of creative, passionate inspiration being delivered to you. You may be getting messages, you may be getting downloads, you may be getting just freaking idea after idea. It's important that you take some time to ground into which one actually needs to come into the physical first. What feels like a good start for this new journey for you to create. You know, these two are clarifying this Empress card, okay? So whatever you create is going to be fertile. And it's potentially going to bring people together, or more so bring the people you're needing into your environment, into your energy. Okay, so take some notes on what you're wanting to do and what's wanting to be offered first. And I think the message with the Page of Pentacles, I feel the message with the Page of Pentacles is Spirit saying your first creation, even if it is inspired to be out of support of people, it has to be feeding you. It has to be coming from your root. It can't be coming from up here. It's got to be coming from the piece of earth inside you, whatever that means to you, okay? So lots of womb energy clearing too, just sneaking in here. So yeah, I think even if you connect with womb energy, if in whatever capacity you can, even if it's honoring the place you came from, that space, that energy that brought the delicious, beautiful you to this physical realm, sit with that and feel into that if it resonates, okay? Because there's some clearing there so that this fertile, inspired idea can take root and bear you some juicy fruit, okay? So there we go. Thank you. We're going to go to ending oracles now. Let's start off with the Starseed Oracle. Thank you very much for receiving this reading. I appreciate your time and your presence. And I hope that this is what you needed it to be when you see it. Hey, what's that? All right, first ending oracle for the healing homies. Big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I just got an itchy throat. All right. So, the Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You are being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a deep breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You are likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it is divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's reality. Yeah, it does. So your starseed soul inquiry here is, how are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? Very exciting. And like, honestly, this feels so special and unique to so many of us at this time. So just be aware of who you share your ideas with, because sometimes speaking too much of it, then we lose the energy internally to bring it out of us, because we're already, kapai. All right, now we will do an inner child oracle. What is the inner child needing, the collective and inner child needing to hear with this reading, Spirit? Okay, I'm just going to take the top one. Oh, we've got fertile foundation, self-care, and belonging. How could I put that back? Self-care, like we said, non-negotiable. And you are caring for the child within. That self-care has to include them, okay? We can't be walking around pretending like we don't hold our inner child's nervous system within us that is needing attention, okay? All right. I want to read fertile foundation out of these three, but I just think this is confirmation. You belong, okay? Your family's coming, and it's growing, and it's expanding. Okie dokie. Number 7, fertile foundation. Pa Blue has harvested many tasty carrots from this year's crop. Though some are small, wonky, or misshapen, they will be just as delicious as the rest. Benny knows there is more going on in the garden than can be seen. The message here is, be patient. Manifesting takes time. Working hard without seeing immediate evidence of change can be discouraging. When you plant a seed, a lot happens beneath the surface. You do not need to see the seed sprout to know it is growing. You do not need to see change occurring to feel it in your heart. This card asks you not to be discouraged by the slow, steady pace of growth. When a seed of change is planted and cultivated with tender care and patience, its roots grow deep enough to withstand the test of time. Nurture your seed with patience and love. Still, the results of your efforts might not be as you imagined. Find comfort in knowing that your efforts will never go unrewarded. Developing skills to support your growth creates a fertile foundation for long-term abundance, so you can nourish and protect your seed through all challenges. Expand your awareness and be open to different manifestations of your dream or goal. Do not be discouraged if your apple seed sprouts a lemon tree. It is our responsibility and privilege to plant the seed, but how it grows in the hands of Mother Nature. No, but how it grows is in the hands of Mother Nature. You might be pleasantly surprised to realize your harvest is even more abundant than you dared to dream. Your affirmation is, I am patient as I till the fields of success and splendor. I plant my seeds and joy sprouts within me. Beautiful. And our final ending oracle here is going to be a healing heart oracle, okay? If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching and receiving. Let's get this final card out, hey? Number 8, fearful heart, it's time to shine. Dear heart, I know you feel small and afraid. You have suffered the consequences of being belittled and hurt, which has made you want to hide and become invisible to others. You have given more attention to why something may not work as opposed to why it could. You have experienced heartbreak and heartache many a time. I feel you. You are tired, lonely, and self-protective. It has been easy for you to sabotage everything from intimate connections to great career opportunities. I'm ready to embrace you and allow you to grow so you can start to recognize your true worth and power. Fear has made you see only one side of the story. It is time to explore your journey from a space of courage and strength, and it is time for you to shine, my sweet, fragile heart. Okay, homies. I think this fearful heart is definitely speaking to the root to what causes this energy, or has caused this energy in your energy field, okay? So you have the strength to step into the light again, all right? And to share your light and to be received with safety and healing and acceptance and belonging. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you an abundant new beginning with this new moon in Sagittarius and with the new year coming up, 2026. So I'll see you out there, homies. Keep healing.